Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our French orchards map, and we are back doing orchards again. I know we took a little bit of a break for, I guess, 1 year, was it? But we are here again, ready to do some more. Got to get some fertilization done at the moment. We just finished doing all of the trimming, I guess, or the whatever they call it. I suddenly forgot the name of it. Obviously, you guys saw in the last episode, I did add the pizzeria over there. I thought that was kind of a cool little addition. Just kind of a way to quality of life, quite frankly. I guess there's another sell place. I suppose if the farmer's market still ends up being the biggest sell place that we can find, then we will potentially still go there. But this gives us another option that, you know, is a lot closer, which I thought was going to be kind of cool. Plus, I think it's kind of neat. I have, let's see, what else is going on? This is, I think, the first time I'm sitting down to record an episode since the newest DLC launched. And this is also the first series that the DLC actually might sort of matter for. The DLC I'm talking about is the Antonio Carraro pack here, which comes with a bunch of tractors related to orchards and things. So we will definitely be looking at those maybe at some point, although I'm pretty happy with the tractor we have at the moment. But you never know. We might change things around at some point. I have added a few quality of life mods as well, and I will kind of start walking through those here in just a moment. Let me get you started again. One of them you can see right now. You can see up in the top right-hand corner, it says active contracts. It's just a way, I might turn that off for this map because we don't do that many contracts here, but if we do, it's just a way to keep an eye on like the status of the contracts without having to like go back into the menu every time. It literally just saves me a couple button clicks. Really nothing else there. There's a few other mods that I've added. I added, this is one I've used in FS19 before. I added the real dirt mod, which should start putting dirt and things like that on our tractors and equipment, that actually matches the color of the dirt that we're kind of using or kind of going through. It also does things like if there's lime on the field, you'll see white get up on the tractors, which is kind of cool. So I just thought that was kind of a, I don't know, just a fun, nifty little add-on that doesn't change the gameplay really at all. A couple other mods. You might have seen a peek of one when I hit the menu here. We've got a field calculator mod now. This is one that I just want to be able to have so I don't have to keep pulling up my spreadsheet that has all the field sizes on it, but it'll tell us all the different field sizes for all the different fields. Plus, if it becomes relevant, we can see how much of the different things we would need to, you know, fertilize or things like that. So just more information. Not only is that, but let me get you turned around and I will show you. We have one more. If I come up here to the field itself, you can see in the bottom right hand corner a little bit more information there as well. So again, just quality of life. Just give me some information so that I can kind of see where we're at. Tells us the growth stage, tells us the growth type. I think it'll tell us yield stuff at some point, like actual yield quantities. Maybe not for grapes, but I think it will show us for that for actual crops. But I thought that was just helpful. Just information. I like information. It is something I enjoy having. I could have all the spreadsheets in the world, but at some point it's just nice to have it right in front of you, you know? Any other mods? Oh, one other mod that actually is kind of important. Well, I say kind of important. Just another quality of life that I will show you here in just a second. Let me get this guy to the end. We'll turn back around. But, excuse me. Hopefully this one works the way I need it to without too much issue. And turned around, my friend. All right, so the one I'm talking about is, I think it's Alto. Yes. My guy's stuck for a second. Let me just stop you for a second, my friend. So Alto here pulls up a sell price trigger option. So that way I don't have to keep going into the menu and checking over and over and over again. I can be like, hey, trigger off this price. Let me know when the prices are at this high, so that way I can know when to go and sell stuff like that. I'm hoping it works, you know, properly in the way I want it to, but it's really just another way for me to avoid having to go in and out of the menus over and over and over again as I'm fast forwarding time, just trying to find a good price for stuff, you know? But I haven't set anything up with that yet. I will set those up at some point here. But I thought that might be helpful. I don't know, just trying to get some quality of life stuff. I was looking through the mods and stuff like that. I was like, you know, there's a few here that are pretty cool quality of life type things. Actually, I have a GPS mod too that I installed. May or may not be useful for this. We'll see if I can get it figured out. Somebody had recommended this at one point, and I just kind of forgot to use it. What is it? Control C? No. Alt C? No. I thought I was C something. Shift C? No. I don't know what it is. Uh-oh. I'll have to find it later then. Because I don't remember the mod command. I'll look it up here in a little bit. Just a way to lock in the heading and just say, hey, stay on this heading. And then everything else is still, you know, pretty manual. I don't remember what I don't know why I don't know what the command is all of a sudden. Could have sworn I looked at it right, but maybe or maybe it also just doesn't work with this tractor for all I know. I have no idea. How are we looking on fertilizing? We are looking okay, I guess. That keeps putting me inside the tractor. I obviously looked at it wrong. All right, I'm going to get a little bit more done on these fertilizing, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back, and I believe we are fully fertilized now. Double check. Yep, looks pretty good. I did go through and set some of the prices on the crops that we care about, or the products we care about, I should say. For example, I set eggs. Highest is $14.40 that we've seen, so I dropped it by about 5%. Said, tell me if it goes above $13.70. And then the kind of the same thing for lettuce and tomatoes. I dropped it by about 5% of the highest that we'd seen. So if it gets up this high, let me know. I might at some point drop it down to 10%, you know, down from the highest. We'll try this for now and see how this looks and go from there. The only other thing, obviously, that we sell would be grape juice, which we haven't sold any in a while, but let's check the price on that real quick, and we'll knock this out. Showing the best price that we've seen is $18.15. So 10% would be about $182. So 5% would be $91. And let's just say $90 to make it easier. So that put us at $17.25, looks like. $17.25 on grape juice. We'll just say set the highest and then go up to that. All right, cool. And that should give us some warnings if those prices get to, you know, a decent margin for us. I guess I should leave this fertilizer out here because we're going to need it here in a moment. So that means I don't have to really check the prices that much. I mean, I can check the price fluctuation. Obviously, that's still important for me. But the actual prices are less critical now. Still got a little bit of money saved up. Still need to feed our chickens soon. How are we looking on water? Water is looking mostly okay. So we'll go ahead and fast forward another month from that. And then contracts. Nothing that we can do right now. All right, well, let's go ahead and fast forward another month and get ready to fertilize our grapes of another round. Oh, things are beeping at me. I wonder what that means. I bet that means that some of the prices went above the limits. Which is okay, because we don't really have any of the crops anyway. It's kind of irrelevant. But, how are things looking over here? or growth stage 3 of 6, which is interesting because we skipped one from 1 of 6 to 3 of 6. But yeah, I mean, looks like we're doing all right. Let's see here. I mean, none of the prices look above the limits at the moment, I don't think. But I bet some of them did go up there. All right, let's go ahead and do another round of fertilization. Oh, excuse me. No, I'm not bored with fertilizing my grapes. I'm fine. Do wish that this would fertilize far enough over that we only had to do every other row, but, you know, it is what it is. Any other versions of this, are there? Nope, just the one. That's all right. We'll get this done. I mean, it doesn't take that long. We have to do it once a year, so, well, never mind. We have to do it twice a year, I guess, technically. Excuse me. Something stuck in my throat. Got a few tomatoes and lettuce up there. I think, yeah, last month was probably one of the better prices for this, so we'll probably have to wait another cycle before we do anything with those. At least we have enough money to get some chicken feed if we need it, but not ideal. I did do the math on how much chicken feed you need, or maybe not the math, but I looked it up. You need 21,600 liters to supply 360 chickens. So almost 22,000 liters of grain, whatever it might be. That's a lot of grain. I don't know that we're going to have that much anytime soon. At least not without potentially buying our own field at some point, but I was kind of hoping to avoid that on this particular playthrough. I wanted this playthrough to be primarily orchards and things. So I haven't gotten the GPS thing working. I'm not sure if it just doesn't work with this type of field or for this type of tractor, things like that. But I'll try it out on one of the other playthroughs at some point. Still wouldn't mind filling out some of the rest of this with grapes. And if we're going to come this far, we might as well, you know, do what we can. Obviously, I know we sold some of the land to the pizzeria, but still got quite a bit of land for quite a few more grapes if we want to. Definitely have to get more fertilizer before the next year, I believe. Looking pretty low. Should have enough for this cycle, though. So, not too worried about it at the moment. Plus, we got to repair this machine at some point. Oh, I did add one more other mod that I haven't talked about. And that is a mod that allows us to buy inputs for a production facility. And if I looked at it right, it looks like the prices seem to be pretty fair. We can actually look at it here in just a second. In fact, I could probably go ahead and pull it up now. For example, if we go to the grape juice and we go to the grapes, we can now buy grapes. 1,000 grapes for 1205. What is the current price for grapes? Just out of curiosity, is it based on the current price or is it based on a set amount? Where's grapes? That's actually a high price. So we'll actually be paying more than what we could sell them for, which I'm mostly okay with, although that does sound pretty high. That might be too much the other direction. Because I had the multi-fruit buying, or silo, whatever, that I've had, and I just haven't really used it. But the prices for that one seemed low, and I was thinking about bumping the prices up. Now for grapes, though, you can't get those from that because it's the wrong type of, it doesn't spit it out in that type of container. Whereas this lets me circumvent that entirely, just buy grapes. Now I don't mind buying grapes above cost, right? Because that's I feel like that's actually semi-realistic. Buy a little bit above what we could have, what we would do if we were to sell them ourselves. Because we're having to buy from somebody else, they can jack the price up a little bit. I mean, I'd be okay if it was exactly the same cost, to be perfectly honest. If I was buying it like this highest price, $7.28. That's what I had to pay to buy grapes. That would be okay. That's why I'm thinking like the 1205 might be too much. Because that's double the average, right? The average of these is between 728 and 507, somewhere in 600 land. That would be double the average price for grapes. Still, one less step that I have to do. I probably won't worry about it on this map, obviously. We're growing grapes to do this. But it's more for the other maps where I don't want to grow grapes just to make cereal, for example. Or maybe I don't want to do milk just to do cakes, for example. By being able to buy the milk, even at a higher price, I'd have to look at the math and see if it still ends up being a profit for us. Because if it doesn't, then we just have to come up with another option. It's possible that price is the price for, like, if it was on an easy mode game. Maybe it hasn't been adjusted because the fact that the prices are actually lower on a hard mode game. Actually, I could probably temporarily, if I go into the menu, if I put it on easy just temporarily, well, this won't mess anything up, I don't think. That's actually even higher. Maybe normal? All right, so 1205 is actually a good price if the prices were normal. My little add-on up here is messed up right now because it's thinking prices are higher. But so that's interesting, and hopefully that doesn't mess up the. I don't think it messed up the average rating. But anyway, so it looks like it's set for a normal price, which it's fine. Maybe there's a way for me to go in and set those to be like, hey, I'll buy it at the hard mode price instead. But it does make it a little bit harder, and maybe that's the right move as well. That fix it? Yep, we're back to normal. Come on. I don't know, something to think about. Like I said, I don't want to have to do grapes on other maps when I've already done grapes, I just kind of want to find a way to skip that step if it's at all possible. If the math still comes out to that I still get a profit from, like, say, cereal, for example, or if I'm doing the milk for the cakes, then I will probably just keep it as is, and I'm not going to worry about it. But if suddenly, because I'm buying those types of things separately, it suddenly becomes less profitable, then it's just not worth it anymore. Where we looking? Where'd that? Oh, I was gonna say where'd the other thing go? I just hadn't gone up far enough. Yeah, we're looking all right. Oh, I did not mean to try and get a worker to do this because he won't. Wish they would, but I guess I kind of understand why they won't. Almost done here. The chicken's looking basically out of food. About the water. Pretty much just about to be out of water. So definitely need to solve both those problems today. I didn't check to see if... Oh, sorry. I didn't check to see if there was any contracts. Did I? No harvesting contracts, unfortunately. Some fertilizing contracts. Not really what I'm looking for. Couple more rows and we will be done. And then we get to wait till the grapes are ready to harvest. Keep an eye on the other prices and go from there. Looking all right. I will say this is the one series that I have going right now that there's not any places that I can just, you know, hey, I gotta go eat dinner. I'm gonna let this guy automate the rest of this field for me. You know, there's just none of the things we're doing. We can't automate obviously anything with the greenhouses. We can't automate anything with the chickens. Can't automate anything with the grapes. My other series are a lot easier for me to take dinner breaks and whatever breaks in the middle of. Last row. Alrighty, that is that. All right, well, that's going to be it for this episode. Got everything ready for skipping a couple months to wait for the harvest. Although, like I said, we still need to get the water and the seed, and we'll do that next episode. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.